We've got more in store for you right after this. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. And for the Suns, Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Sonny Weems is out there at Bledsoe. And it's Chandler in at the center. Here's Weems, covered by Reddick. Bledsoe kicks to Morris. Pass to Tucker. Suns moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Bledsoe with it. Guarded now by Barnes. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Chandler. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Chandler's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Suns. Bledsoe against Paul. Pass to Azania for three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Morris with the bucket.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now here's Paul. Griffin a screen on Bledsoe. Paul passes to Griffin. And that one is hammered home.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And an interesting byproduct of Blake Griffin extending his shooting range in his perimeter defense, Clark, his rebounding numbers have gone way down.
Well, it's hard to have it both ways, Kevin. I mean, the team needs him to keep working on his perimeter game, and if he's out on the perimeter, it makes it tougher for him to get rebounds inside.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek had to say to his team. With the game still up for grabs, he simply told his guys, we're right there. Stay focused, execute, and get it done. Kevin, let's see how it plays out.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
And on the topic of Griffin's rebounding, there's another force that helps submarine his numbers. DeAndre Jordan. Over the past few seasons, as Jordan's boards went up, Griffin's have gone down. Now, you'd think with the 2 elite rebounders that the team would finish better than 20th in rebounding last year, but that's another story.
Now the dish to Reddick. Feeds it to Griffin. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And back to Griffin for a minute. I think he will soon find a balance between his emerging perimeter game and his rebounding. 7.5 boards a game, far too few for him last year. He's likely to return to double-digit rebounding averages, I think, sometime soon.
Now here's Bledsoe, and taken away by Paul. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Griffin slams it in. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. I had a chance to find out what Jeff Hornacek was discussing with his players. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Chandler. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Thanks, Doris.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
The Los Angeles Clippers, they come into this one following a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Paul against Bledsoe. Paul dishes to Reddick. There's the feed to Barnes. 4 on the shot clock. Takes it from 10. That one rolling around and rims out.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. Nice efficiency there.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Barnes.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside Jordan. He feeds it to Griffin. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
Here's Weems, and Jordan sends it back. And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And Phoenix has possession. Morris kicks to Bledsoe. And good on the basket. Hook it. Bledsoe's got 20 points.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And there's the call on Chandler. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Brandon Knight, he's checked in for Phoenix. Lasagna, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That free throw, no good. The Phoenix Suns weren't terrible at home by any means last year. They ended up over 500, but, Greg, they weren't quite dominant enough at home to get in the playoffs.
That's a great point. I mean, they finished the year +3 in terms of wins at home. Not bad, but not good enough when you're talking about that Western Conference.
And so here are the Clippers. After Markieff Morris's miss and the wide open shot from Redick. They get it again. And there's the pass to Lasagna. Goes up again. Stolen by Tucker. To take the lead. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Lasagna. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Lasagna's got 6 in the quarter. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Here is Paul, following the basket by Markieff Morris. Paul passes to Jordan. Lets it fly from 18. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And 12 points for Blake Griffin.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And the Suns call time. They trail by 3. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Griffin with the steal. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And that one's good. And the Clippers lead by 5. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. Here's Weems, covered by Reddick. Griffin with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Azania. Shot clock at 5. And the wide open shot from Paul drains the wing tray. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Out to the right wing. To halt the run, Morris with the bucket.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Knocked away and stolen by Knight. And that one's good.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Kicks to Paul. Dishes it to Jordan. It's Reddick on the wing. Jordan the screen. Clock at 6. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And the Suns call time here. They're down by 6. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Weems. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Knocks down the 3.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, you know, his shooting has got them in a position to win this game now, and with the clock winding down and the score where it is, well, I think his green light is always on, and it's going to stay on here.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game. Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Outside Knight from the arc. And the Suns get it back.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. 6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. So the Clippers with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Josh, congratulations on the win. What elements of how the team played will you take into your next game?
Just the way we was able to help each other out on the defensive end. How we was able to get out in the transition and then get some easy buckets. And we just got to keep playing unselfish. We got to keep sharing the basketball and limit our turnovers, and I think we'll be okay.
Josh, your team always dangerous out in trans.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game. Shaq, what'd you think?
This is what you love to see out your star players. He's the guy you rely on to give a team a win. Both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was a joy to watch tonight, Ernie.
He came through with some big buckets down the stretch, Shaq. 4 3-pointers all together for him, that's big. And the key for him offensively, he took great shots.
And that'll do it for this